For the market open, and considering Asia is a bit lukewarm this morning, that's exactly what the SGX Nifty and the pre-open rates as well are reflecting. The key stocks, of course, today are going to be Bharti. Whether or not there is more pressure on the stock because of the promoter selling. Yesterday, remember, the stock fell in excess of 5.5%. So let's see whether or not it drifts lower further to that support level of 520 or not in a trade. TCS has come out with its annual report as well. They're saying that we're entering the new fiscal at a time when all major economies have been brought to a standstill. The impact has been very fast and widespread, and the next few months will be very difficult for everyone, individuals and organizations. On the other hand, the economic downturn is not due to any structural problem in any industry, but due to an externality that has hit the pause button on all economic activity. Whenever that externality is removed, an equal quick recovery should follow. So positive comments coming in from TCS in that regard. Remember, IT as a sector was under pressure, and so was TCS yesterday to the tune of about 3.5%. So that's going to be another stock to look out for. Besides that, of course, you will also look out for Kotak Bank as the QIP gets launched, and Axis Bank as well, amidst reports that Carlyle may be looking to invest about $1 billion, and that's going to equate to about 5 to 8% stake in Axis Bank. That's going to be another stock which is going to be in focus. And then, of course, all the buzz around Reliance as well, and looking at a possible listing on the US bourses for the Geo platforms. That's going to be another stock in focus as well. For the market, Titan as well is going to be an important stock to look out for. The Q4 update highlights weakness because of the shutdown, low visibility as only 43% of the stores have opened so far. These are going to be a couple of stocks which are going to be in focus this morning. On our screens then, after a closing at 90.34 and fizzling out from the top of 9100 in trade yesterday, it's yet another lukewarm start for us, hovering around that 90.80 odd level for the Nifty as we speak right now. There we are, 90.80 currently in trade. The first trades, ICICI Bank holds up in the green. ITC, Reliance makes it to the green. ITC actually now drifts lower. SBI is holding up. Airtel is finally seeing some bounce come back after that near 6% slide in the stock. 561 is where it's currently at. Axis Bank as well holds up by about almost 0.5% or so. HDFC Bank picks up marginally in the green, but I'm not seeing any big bang moves yet on the screen so far. SBI now falls just about flattish. Hindalco is holding up. You've got an ICICI Bank which has made it back to 295 thereabouts. But besides that, I also want to check in on what's happening with the entire metals pack. Fresh flexing of muscle, so to speak, between China and US. Asia looking lukewarm. So let's see whether the metals recovery is getting undone. Yesterday, remember, turned out to be a great day for a Tata Steel, for a JSW Steel, or for that matter, even Jindal Steel, which propped up by about 12.5%. Also, United Spirits, Dabur, as well as Sun Pharma. These are three key earnings today, especially United Spirits, given the kind of warm movement that you've seen on the stock of late. And then Dabur as well. Would be interesting to see what their commentary is for the rural end of the economy. So that said, we've had an okay start, but it's looking very tentative as of now. I also want to quickly check in on what Titan as well as Minda Corporation as well are up to. Minda, remember, has terminated its JV with China's Shandong for automobile parts. So just look out for that stock as well. And then, of course, Bharti, Kotak, Reliance Industries amongst the Nifty 50 names, they continue to hold center stage along with Axis Bank in terms of the newsmakers today. But as of now, Nikunj, it's a tentative start. We are holding in the green. Actually, not even. We've given up all of our gains back to 1940s. So it was that quick and in a jiffy, really.
Look, FIs are selling. As simple. It starts at that, it stops at there. Why, how, we can get into those reasons again and again, but the bottom line here is that money is moving towards performing markets. Liquidity will always chase performance. So American tech stocks, which are a clear winner in this COVID crisis. You got S&P 500, where disproportionate amount of liquidity has moved in. Unfortunately for us, money has not come back to India. If at all, 2-3 large block deals, if you keep aside the HUL block deal, the Bharti block deal, and then the Kotak QIP, the FI fraternity have not really been, buying. Unlike other dips or other large dips where every time India has fallen, they've just come out and they've really added their exposure, increased their exposure. So I think this is a different market which is causing a lot of pain, so to speak, at least for some large cap stocks. The non-financial stock, which is what I've started focusing on every day, I think that's not looking great today. In fact, it's the financial space which is on a relative basis doing slightly better. ITC has gone down. You got Kotak is up very smartly actually. Kotak is up very, very smartly. In terms of gainers, there's nothing which I can pick up which could be called as great. There are no large losers as well. So even if, Aisha, markets, they amble time, let's say between 9,000 and 9,500 or 8,700 to 9,200, I think we should be more than satisfied if we mark next 10-15 days in this range.